understand that although that was my big boom, it's all still the same. We're all still the same, because what connects every single one of us is that every single one of us face adversity. We face obstacles. You know, we feel like we're knocked down and we're at the bottom. And how do we get back up? How do we persevere? How do we be optimistic? How do we have resilience? How do we do all these things? So for me, in the book, it's great to be able to highlight other things in my life that I feel like will be able to connect with my audience. People come up to me all the time and say, oh my God, like it's just amazing to be able to come up to you and talk to you and feel like we know you. And I say, well, I personally feel that if you really want to make an impact, if you really want to really hit it home with your audience, you can't be afraid of showing your scars. You can't be afraid of putting it all out there. And I feel that by putting it all out there, people have a tendency to gravitate even more to who you are and your story. And that's what I've been able to do in this book, is just put a lot of things out there that developed me and made me strong to prepare for that big boom in my life, which was the 5th of April of 2003 in Iraq. And to be able to persevere through something that ultimately a lot of other people would say, I'm just going to go and go into a corner and stay in that corner and decide not to live. It's those small things that developed me, gave me the strength I needed to ultimately bust through. Now, all right, so I'm going to share my story. And like every great story, it starts with an amazing woman, and that amazing woman is my mother. Now, her story is my story is her story. My mother was born in El Salvador, small country in Central America, and she had 2 daughters in El Salvador. And my mother's plan, like a lot of people from other countries, was to come to the United States for a year, to make about $1,000 back in, the early 80s, and to be able to go back to El Salvador and take care of her daughters. That was her plan. Because we all have plans in life. Some of us have big plans of like, by the end of the month, by the end of the year, by the time that I'm 40, this is what I want to accomplish. Some of us have smaller plans, as simple as, I have to get up at 6:30 in the morning. I have to be here at 7:30 in the morning. This is not my own personal thing. I'm not saying that. I'm just, I'm going to have lunch. I have a lunch meeting at noon. At 5 o'clock, I'm doing this. And for some of